Brothers, sisters. So, before I get in this video, I rarely say this, guys, but I'm going to ask you guys to please like these videos that I post. If you are watching these videos, please hit that like button, guys. It makes a world of a difference. And if you guys are still rocking with me, comment on this video, guys. Let's see it. Who's still rocking? And if you don't mind, if you guys could share some videos, don't gotta share all of them, but just whenever you think of it, feel free to share some videos. This is going to be a great video topic. I got a lot of points to make in this video, and this is simply just not talked about enough. People do not see this for what it is, and what we're going to talk about right now is trauma bonding relationships with narcissists. This is absolutely deadly. It is a killer if you are in one, and sometimes it can be hard to see yourself if you're even in one. In my opinion, the people that are dating for fun, most of the time, they are narcissists. If you are dating people for fun, you have like no intent with this person, and I guarantee you somebody's catching feelings, and it's not you. You know what I mean? And it's not, I bet you any money you're not telling your partner either, we're just dating for fun. And even if you did, they're still catching feelings. And they're still going to get hurt whenever you end up leaving their ass, whenever you don't want to have fun with this person anymore. Now, two people can get together and agree on this, but even then I wouldn't even call it dating. It's more of like friends with benefits, which is fine. As long as you come to agreement, as long as you have healthy communication, because sometimes this is just one people want as well. They might be busy, they might not want to take on a relationship right now in this moment in life, but then there's people who will trauma bond you in relationships. And what that is, it means the person that is trauma bonding you, which is a narcissist, they don't know what intimacy is. They can't relate. They don't have any empathy. They think they know what they're doing sometimes. Sometimes they really don't know what they're doing, and they think this is how it is because this is how they think. Even though they still know they're messed up deep down inside, because they know they don't think like mostly other people. And they're so dangerous because narcissists who trauma bond you, they do know what they're doing, and they know the time with you is not going to last. They know they're only going to date you for a certain period of time, and your time will expire. It sucks for any person that is involved in this situation, and I know people to this day that are in these situations, and you just want to reach out and help them, but at the same time they don't see it, and there's nothing you can do because they will think you're trying to do something dirty, because they only see good things from their partner, because they can't see what's actually going on inside, because their partner will do just enough to keep them around. They'll do just enough to keep them liking them. So and things you're going to feel in trauma bonding relationships is like the feeling of, you might start to sense that it's toxic, or things are off, but you still can't leave because you are addicted. You are addicted to this person, and you can't see the true colors or intentions of what this person is really thinking and feeling. And you pretty much have to go through an experience like it to really understand it. You know what I mean? It happens to so many people, and it sucks. They trauma bond you on purpose. There's nothing you can do. You're already addicted, and it's going to be hell to get yourself out of that, and it never lasts. Like I said, it's an addiction. It's not a healthy thing. They can't meet up to your level, so they're going to bring you down to their level. They're going to bring you down to a point where you're just pretty much an object to them. You're pretty much they're using you the way they want to use you right now at this specific time in their life. It's not going to last forever, not even close. It might last a month, a couple months, a year, and it usually ends within a year. And these people just date to pass time. These people just date to use people for their emotions and their emotional support, because they can't support themselves emotionally. They need somebody else to talk with. And it's going to screw you up when you come to the realization that this was fake. You're going to have all these racing thoughts when it's all said and done of what actually just happened. And you're going to be confused, you're going to be frustrated, pissed. And, you know, you're going to think twice before letting somebody else in so easily like you just did. There's a lot of people that go through this. There's a lot of people that are currently going through this, and sucks to be them because you can't really tell them. I mean, if you're close with them, you probably could, because you might talk to them often. You could just like let them know and be like, look, I'm not trying to start shit. I'm not trying to get you to not like this person, but look, I'm telling you right now, bro, this is what's going on. And then you explain it to them. And then it's their choice after that. They're either going to listen or they're not. And unfortunately, I was late sometimes to the occasion. People I was close with got in relationships like this. They already got trauma bonded, and they already got abused and then discarded. And then I told them afterwards what happened. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I didn't even know this was going on myself. So I was like, how can I say anything? And you just feel for them because you can feel the anger within them. You feel how frustrated and pissed off they are and just down. A lot of aggression, and it makes sense. Like, I don't blame anybody for feeling that way. I felt that way and used all this fuel as positive motivation and did the right things. I took my energy that I felt and put it into the right places. That is what a lot of people surprisingly don't do, and it's what you should do after going through a situation like this that is so brutal, so toxic, so deadly to your life and your well-being. It seriously sucks. Because these people are just doing the exact same thing to everybody else. It's not just you. It's not like you, like, why me? You know what I mean? Don't think that way, because they chose you for a reason. You were good supply for a reason. They're not just going to choose just anybody. They're going to choose the best thing that they can get most of the time. And they're going to use it until they don't need it anymore. They use certain people in phases of their life. They could use people as a pawn or con somebody and like making it look like this is a relationship, but they might be getting back at somebody else. So you might have had a past experience with a narc or something, and then this person gets into another relationship with somebody else to use them as a pawn to get back at you or something like this. People do the craziest shit. And they're not happy people. Narcissists are not happy people, period. Trauma bonding relationships suck. Sometimes there's two people in the same trauma bonding relationship. Sometimes this person has a shitload of trauma in their lives. This person has a shitload of trauma in their lives. They come together and it's like a tornado of trauma. You know what I mean? Like, these people cannot deal with them damn selves. They can't. And they're going to bring everybody else down that they get in contact with because they can't get themselves up. They can't get themselves up because they are too weak to take the right damn actions in their life. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. And there comes a time where you have to do it, and they're just not going to do it. They're going to use everybody else. They're going to reap their karma, and they're constantly, for the rest of their lives, going to be floating around down here on this low ass vibration, and they would love to just feel up here. They'd love to feel like everybody else. You know what I mean? They would love to. They would love to be happy. They would love to feel fulfilled. They would love to feel like they matter and they have a purpose. But they're never going to feel it because they can't get their energy up to here. They can't do it because they're so low thinkers. It's just, what can I take advantage of right now because I feel so bad? No, bitch. You know what you got to do? You got to start taking the right actions today. You got to start eating clean. You got to start living your life with some structure. You don't have to be perfect. But start building structural habits. Start building the right habits. Start doing the right damn things. Nothing's going to change like this. When you go to the gym and you hit the gym, your body's not going to change like this. It's the consistency over time. Even these narcs are able to change, but they don't want to enough. They would rather mess everybody else up. They mess other people up because they get in other people's heads and they use them to feel good. They're using you for fuel to feel good. They feel what you feel whenever you're giving them all your energy and attention. They literally feel good. They feel alive. You give them none of that, they feel dead. That's why they have to build themselves up. It's the only damn way they're ever going to live a half-decent life. Other than that, there's no hope in hell for them. They're going to forever use other people and be miserable as shit. I even got discarded in the past by certain individuals that knew they couldn't do this to me. They knew they couldn't. I'm too smart. But they had me fooled in the beginning stages, because anybody can fool you, right? I could fool anybody. I could text up anybody. I could message anybody and it'd be perfect. I just discarded them. Anybody can do that. You know what I mean? Some girl could do it to me right now. Some girl could message me. I could reply. We're talking. You know what? You might like the conversation. You might keep it going. All of a sudden you're discarded. It's not hard. But this is what they do, and they take you into the deep waters. And then boom, you're discarded. Just like that. And it hurts. And it sucks. And you'll never know how bad it is or how bad it sucks until it happens to you. And when it happens to you and you start to learn, you start to improve. Because you start to realize what people are really like. And no, not all people are like this. Hell no. There is a lot of normal people in the world. There is. But there's also a lot of crazy ass people in this world, and you have to avoid them at all costs. Most of the time, these crazy ass people are looking for people just like us that actually have a good head on their shoulders and are doing some good things and are super aware. They're looking for people just like us to take advantage of. They want people that have the most intelligence, the most emotional support, the most everything, that are also the dumbest in a sense where they can be fooled. You know what I mean? Now, I had a lot to offer. I had my whole life. I always lived with structure. You know what I mean? I always had a good head on my shoulders. Even whenever I was doing some things I shouldn't have been doing, I was still like that. But I didn't always have the awareness of narcs. Never knew what narcs were, never knew they existed, never knew the tactics. And it's a big, 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 big learning phase to go through. And life gets a whole hell of a lot better, because that's the only damn thing that ever could have brought you down. Being tricked, being conned. It's the only thing. Nothing that's real could ever affect you, because you know it's real. And you know it's real. You know? But you thought something was real and it wasn't. That's why it fooled you. That's why it disturbed you. That's why it shook you. It's like a punch you don't see coming. Smash. It's going to knock you out most likely. When you see a beautiful person, they look the part, they talk like they're the part, everything. All of a sudden, it's not what you thought. All of a sudden, all these thoughts that you had about this person, all the good things that you thought about this person, just everything overall just comes crashing down. And it's like, oh shit, that they were not that person. What the heck? And you were attached to that person that you thought they were. You've seen a future with that person that you thought they were. And that didn't exist the entire time. It was a mask. You know what I mean? Whew. And that's the way it goes. And you have to avoid these situations to the best of your ability, because it can bring you down and it will keep you there if you let it. Because it will break you to your knees and it will keep you there if you let it. You have to get up and you have to keep fighting, and you have to take all of that built up energy and emotions that you have and put them into the right places. Start building foundation all over again. Start building yourself up all over again. Easier said than done. It's a challenge. You have to do it. So this is what trauma bonding relationships is like, guys. Stay clear of those at all costs. I don't even recommend messing with people in any way, shape, or form that are dealing with a lot of trauma, because they will get in your head. They will make you feel how they feel. If you want to feel good, surround yourself with yourself, make yourself feel good, or surround yourself with other people that also have high vibrations, that are smart, that are intelligent, that mean well, just real people in general. You know what I mean? So that's it for this video, guys. I'm going to cut this one off. I will be back tomorrow with some more videos, guys, on Sunday. Have a great rest of this evening on Saturday. Until next time, peace out.